Oh my god, it's never been so fun and fast to learn something new. So in this video I will teach you exactly how to learn how to code fast using ChatGPT and Co-Pilot, HTML, CSS, JavaScript and a bit of React. Let's go! Good. Before we start with this, let me tell you, my beliefs about coding have always been two. First, it's 80% problem solving, 20% coding, 1% theory and 99% practice. So it's a lot about problem solving and learning by doing. So we will use AI exactly to do this. So let's get started. I'll go ahead on ChatGPT and we will start by learning with some HTML and CSS how to build a simple landing page. So this is the kind of prompt I will actually use. So I want to create a simple page using HTML and CSS. Help me with the code I need and explain me each part of the code to build the following. And then I will list what I need to build. So we will need a big box, an header with a background image using this image, and I just put the link of the image, and a big title stating learn how to code with Frank in white color. Then add a subtitle with help of the AI. And after I would add another box with inside a little form by singing into the newsletter. So add nice spacing between each element and use this font. Use a button and make it nice, flat rounded with nice color. And with a call to action to be subscribed now. And then I will add some comments directly in the code for each line of HTML CSS to help me understand the role of each line of code. Please provide HTML separated from CSS. So this is the prompt that we will use. Okay. I'll just try. As you can see, ChatGPT will do the work and will provide the code split between two different languages, which is HTML and CSS. And we will just get straight into trying it to see if it works. And then we will get to the code to learn what's happening and how we solve the problem. So I will just copy and paste the code into CodePen, which is a free tool to try code. I will put the HTML here, then I will copy the CSS code here. And we asked for a challenge, we got the exact code that we needed, and we got the code with the comments. If we want, we can go ahead and ask to explain better the HTML part. So as you can see, then ChatGPT will get through and explain in every part of the code, and she will explain to me how to solve the actual problem. Then she will give me specific topics that I can ask for more detail, or I can go to like classic online free online courses and learn more about. Play with the code. So for example, I can try to change the font size. I'll make it maybe bigger and I can just see the result. You can find the script, the prompt that I'm using in the description below on my Notion page, so you can exactly try to use the same and change it with different content. So now let's go ahead and try some JavaScript to do something more dynamic and to learn more about JavaScript itself. Try a prompt by stating I'm learning HTML, CSS and JavaScript, and I want to build a page with a big number in the middle and some white text, orange background. Then I want a black button stating generate a lucky number. I want it to be flat and rounded. Each element should be positioned in column with one under the other, and I want the button to change the big number with a random number and to change the background color of the page, selecting a color between 10 primary colors. So, and then I will add some detail about how I want the page to look like and maybe some animation. I always asking, please provide separate HTML, CSS and JavaScript code and add comment directly into the page, so I can understand better each line of code. Then please give me a general overview of the role of the HTML, CSS and JavaScript code. So let's go ahead. Ask to ChatGPT this prompt. ChatGPT is doing the job and it's providing code blocks. So he's giving me a general overview what HTML is doing, the CSS doing, and the JavaScript. So let's do the same again and try with the new code pen. I'll just copy the HTMLs into the HTML block, the CSS code, and I will copy the JavaScript code. Interesting. So I'm gonna play this. I want to make the big number much bigger. Give me the part of the code that I need to change. To make the number bigger, you can change the CSS code of the H1 and you can adjust the font size. And it's giving me an example. So I'll copy this to this part of the code and see what happens. It's much bigger, and if I want, I can make even more. Let's try to press the button. If we actually do press the button, we get a random number, and apparently we have the background to switch the colors, and we have a little nice animation. So again, from here we can start the code, understand why and what is doing in JavaScript exactly. So we can get through the code. We have a list of colors that the AI made that will be randomly picked and chosen when we press the button, and then the JavaScript will make the content of this big number element change with a random number, and then we have the body, style, background, color to be changed with a random color. So everything is descriptive, and we can keep asking to ChatGPT to explain us better the code on a classic online course and deep dive each topic that we actually see here. We just try to play with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Now I will show you that we can do the same with more advanced coding languages like React. So I'll use this kind of pattern again. So I want to learn React. I would like to do something and a list of things. In this case, I want to make a simple app with two buttons, and one to increase a counter, one to decrease a counter. I want to use this font, and I want everything to be nice in the middle of the page with big and bold font. Nice background color and some more details. So I will just go ahead again to ChatGPT, ask this prompt. It will do the job and provide me code and give me details about this code. I will skip the setup that you need to play with the React. I will just open basic React application and put the code inside. So the code from ChatGPT into a basic React application. So great, here we have our application running into a browser, and we have this simple application with two buttons, and we can play with it. So if we press increase or decrease, it looks like it's working. It's also going to negative. We have some smooth animations that are coming from the CSS, and the JavaScript is doing the job with React to make the application work with the logic. So here again, we are doing React, but we can look at the solution, try to understand what the AI did. We have this app. Inside this use state, it's a topic that we need to look for, ask AI or Google it. And it looks like it's containing a counter and a function to set the counter. And we have two different functions, one to increase the number and one to decrease the number. It's pretty intuitive. And then we look we look into this return function, and it looks like this component is made from like HTML that we were learning just a few seconds ago. And we have our button with increase and decrease. Maybe we can change the text to make plus and a minus instead of increase decrease. And maybe we can change a bit the colors of everything to be like black. So still here I'm playing with the CSS a bit. I'm changing the colors, I change the text. I'm trying to understand how it works, and I can anytime ask ChatGPT to explain me better, like if it was a teacher there, always for me. I want to show you something more. So ChatGPT is this conversational teacher that can help you and support you to give you the solution, answer to question and theory, and explain you all the code you want. We have other solutions like CoPilot. I will show you what it is exactly and how it works with some sample HTML that we will build together. I will use Visual Studio to create a new HTML file, and CoPilot is just activated. So I will create a new HTML page that I will also preview in the browser. And this is how CoPilot works. So you will just put down notes in the code as comments, and the AI will generate the code based on your comments. I will just write HTML page. I will just go enter, and I will just press tab. Again, it's starting to provide all the suggestions to build a basic HTML page. I'll finish, save. I refresh the browser and I will see test. So we have a title and a paragraph. I will delete this and put another comment because I want a title, and I want a title. I will press enter and a title appears. Then I don't want a paragraph, I want a table. I want a table. I just go ahead and press enter again. The AI is thinking and will suggest me all the code I need to build a table. And closing a table, I can refresh my page and see that we have a title, a column, and we built everything this just with AI. Great, this is how I use AI to learn something new. You can use it for all kinds of languages, and you can have a lot of fun because you do learn while experimenting and building something new. Make sure you focus on the right approach. Learn how to ask to AI the same way you learn how to ask to Google anything. So Google anything can convert to ask to an AI and have much better result with example, solution, and back and forth conversation like you can have with a teacher. So thank you again for listening. Smash the like button, subscribe for more content like this about how to use AI to improve your personal skills and your business. Stay tuned. This was Frank. See you to the next one.